After the devastating events of World War I, many of the great powers went into economic recession, while America managed to hold off this economic state in the 20s due to buying on credit margins. However, America eventually fell into the Great Depression. A large portion of American society became impoverished. This was a perfect breeding ground for ideas like communism. This was inspired by the Bolshevik Revolution in Russia. Mitchell Palmer was an Attorney General of the United States. He was known to be a quiet man, but this will all change in April of 1919.
Someone tried to kill me. It was probably those dang communists.
During the 1900s, many foreign immigrants rapidly flowed into the U.S. The U.S. became a melting pot for the various ideas and beliefs. As immigrants from countries like Germany came to the U.S., radical anarchism started to grow in popularity. Many Americans saw the anarchists as threats. Mitchell Palmer's attempted assassination was responsible for the starting of the Palmer Raids, which ultimately led to the first Red Scare. During this Red Scare, many American people became fearful of the growing communism. Ultimately, this rise in fear led to the Palmer Raids. The goal of the Palmer Raids was to arrest, deport, and take away the freedoms of suspected communists, anarchists, and radical leftists.
What was it like back in the 1930s?
All the communists were always protesting. They didn't like the government, and the government didn't like them.
Better hours, better wages, better working conditions.
We're tired of being here.
So tired.
We need communism.
Communism is the best. It's worldwide.
Soviet Union is going to destroy us because they have it better than us.
Hey, stop with these radical ideas. You're a traitor to our country. Communism will be the death of us. To heck with those Eastern Europeans.
One of the most controversial cases during the Palmer Raids was the Sacco and Vanzetti case. Sacco and Vanzetti were both Italian-born Americans and were convicted for murder and robbery, and as a result they were killed.
Court in session. Sacco versus Massachusetts for robbery and murder.
Do you, Vanzetti, swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
I declare you, Vanzetti, guilty of all charges.
Court in session. Sacco versus Massachusetts for robbery and murder.
Do you, Sacco, swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
I declare you, Sacco, guilty of all charges.
Do you remember anything about the Sacco and Vanzetti case?
A lot of people were upset because they thought it was an unjust trial.
In the Sacco and Vanzetti cases, both immigrants were wrongly prosecuted due to their radicalist ideas. Despite the fact that there were key eyewitnesses placing them away from the crime scene, both men were executed. Unfortunately, many cases like this took place in this time period, with over 4,000 people arrested and 450 deported. The first Red Scare was caused by the Bolshevik Revolution led by Vladimir Lenin. This Red Scare was composed of the abuse of civil liberties and unwarranted arrest. This trend would later be seen in the second Red Scare because of more violation of civil liberties and more unwarranted arrest. However, the second Red Scare occurred after World War II, when the Soviet Union became a world power under the leadership of Stalin. In fact, there is even similarities between Palmer and McCarthy, who both would lead witch hunt-like cases that resulted in the arrest of radicalists.